Most modern Linux distributions these days use Pipewire for audio. If you're using Ubuntu Studio, you might have a Pipewire utility to change the sample rate and the buffer size. But if you're like me, just using Debian 13 with the GNOME desktop environment, there's no easy way to change these settings. And if you use Jack, you could perhaps go to setup and change the buffer size, but you cannot change the sample rate. So I found a really easy solution for that. You go to extensions. If you don't already have them, make sure to install the extension manager and you go to browse and you search in here Pipewire settings. And it's this one right here. You just hit install and it will appear in your top bar. You can click on it right here and change the sample rate to whatever you want and change the buffer size to whatever you want. And you can force the settings. If some other app is using a different setting, you can force it. And you can turn on persist on restart. So when you restart your computer, these don't get reset. They stay whatever you chose. Now keep in mind, using Pipewire will always add a lot more latency than using a direct ALSA driver. In other words, if you're using Reaper, for example, and you're recording and you want almost real-time monitoring, you definitely want to choose your interface directly inside of the audio preferences. Because Pipewire, what allows it to combine a lot of different interfaces and application audio and browser audio is because it converts everything. So it adds a lot of latency. Even if you have a very low buffer size, you will still have significant amount of latency. And by the way, if you want to check how much latency exactly you have, you can open the terminal and type pipewire-jack_IO delay and hit enter. I got a new node right here, jack delay, and I could simply connect Reaper to it like this, make a loop, hey 1, 2, and I'll have 400 milliseconds. That's a lot. And to end this, you can do Control-C, it ends the process. So this extension is really helpful, especially if you don't have your audio interface control application on Linux. This is the way to change the sample rate of Pipewire. If you found this video helpful, make sure to hit the like button, click on the video on screen right now, and I'll see you there.